Welcome to another 1,000 Monkeys on what we thought would be a fierce hot day, but as you see it's cooled down, which is nice for poetry. I'm going to open up with a poem called Openings, and it was written from Donall, our friend in Bulgaria. Openings. The openings of famous novels follow me around for days on end, or just lounge around waiting for me to say them. The opening of Moby Dick has gone for a pee. The opening of A Tale of Two Cities has fallen asleep by the radiator. The opening of Pride and Prejudice is sipping a cup of Earl Grey tea. Call me Ishmael, pleads the opening of Moby Dick, returning from the loo. Have you washed your hands, I asked him. It was the best of the worst of times, declaims the Dickens, confused upon awakening. Say me, the old clamour crowding around me. I just stare at them in silence, wondering how we got into this. Thank you. This is called Malum Hunc. Anybody know what Malum Hunc means in Latin? Hunc is this. Malum is, well, the translation has it, this crook. But it actually means a bad, an evil, a wrong against everything. So, I was reading Catullus in the garden, as one does. And the very Catullus I was reading here someplace. And I was reading about Boris in the European. And here's Boris, danger, this man will destroy Britain. And there it is, King Wrong. And I was reading Catullus at the same time. So, and this insect walked across Catullus's X1X. And you can figure out what number that is, right? Yeah. And I had to wait for him to walk across the road, the words, because he was reading with all his body. And I had to go, come on, hurry up. And it was this tiny little insect I'd never seen, very thin, lots of spindly legs like that, and he had a vivid blue stripe, the colour of this, on his body. Never seen anything like that before. So this is about me, and Catullus is given out about Julius Caesar's engineer, who was a bit of a lad, a bit of a Boris. And Catullus was a bit of like Private Eye. He comes from a good family, so he was able to give out about people without the upper class hitting him down. So this is called Malum Hunc. Oh, unknown insect, reading Catullus along with me this overheated day, basking in a threatened Brexit and Boris. You read with all your many legs, your blue-striped body like a cursor, cursing that supercilious, superfluous figure. Yes, old Catullus had the measure of him. Read faster, little one, we need to turn a page, where we find ourselves indeed in that far island of the West. And even after all these years since Caesar's first invasion, we still breed this multi-fucking tool. The insect, that's Catullus, not me. The insect lingers long on this phrase. Multi-fucking tool. The insect, I said that. Why patronise them, damn it, except to gobble up fat private fortunes? My cursor takes to the skies, tired of such a human and his lies. Malum Hunc, it observes with a whir of wings. Both insect and Catullus in agreement, despite the missing centuries. Meanwhile, the rough beast slouches towards, God help us, number 10 to BPM. Never thought I'd get Catullus into a poem. But there you go. This is the poem that I couldn't find, that I had found. Heather was very put out because I couldn't find it. Because it's one of our favourites. It's called Leprechaun's Balls. My little cousin Mary Frances was much younger than me, and she was a mad little one. Even when she was young, she was really brave, fought against the world, was so much uniquely herself. She's just an incredible little being. And my sister had just died and the world had vanished on me, and she was the one that pulled me back just by the sheer exertion of herself and her energy to who she was and who she could be. She would do anything. I remember, she won't like me telling this one. My cousin Garrett, these sort of things that Mary Frances would either think or do. She said to my cousin Garrett, an Irish sister, she said, Garrett, take off your trousers and run down that hill into the field of nettles. So Garrett took off his trousers, ran down the field and came back up. And that was the sort of, there was worse things maybe. So, gooseberries are essence of childhood for me. And I'm repelled for them and attracted by them at the same time. We call them goosegogs. So this is where we get leprechaun balls. Gorging on goosegogs stolen from Granny's garden, all the sweeter for the stealing despite their inherent tartness. We never able to make up our minds whether we like them or not, but loving them all the same. Mary and her mind games trying to prevent me eating the last one informs me that goosegogs is leprechauns' balls. The hairy green testicles of leprechauns. But despite being armed with this knowledge, I pop it into my mouth, proclaiming it delicious. All the same. Mary looks on with disgust. Goosegogs, the eternal taste of summer when summer had no ending and everything was only a beginning and there was no such thing as leprechaun's balls. First time in New York. I don't know if you ever wanted to go to New York and you've seen it in the movies about 1,000,000 times and you step out into New York into a living trope. You know, it's all like you saw in the movies, only it's happening in real time, it's happening to you. Wow, crazy altogether. So this is called We Love You Madly, which Duke Ellington used to always tell the audience at the end, we love you madly. The scream of a siren painted upon the night, a woman's laughter in brilliant blue and white, an angry reddish brawl trapped in an unseen alley. This, the Jackson Pollock of the sound of a Saturday night. Here in my room, Duke Ellington is taking the A train. That's the effect Ian has on a guy who's never seen that much Ian in his life.